Hey, my good friend, it's such a gift for me to connect with you in this way today. During this session, we will open ourselves up to having a brilliant and high-vibing new kind of relationship with money. The healing technology we will use today is called the core work. The core work allows us to use applied quantum physics to connect with the zero-point field of infinite possibility. Let's set the intention that whatever miracles, healings, blessings, transformations, expansion that we are ready to receive, that we do so with ease, grace, and joy in the highest and best way for each of us. If you agree, please affirm out loud, and so it is. So when you think of money, what feelings come up for you? Just check in with yourself right now. Just feel into that. May feel great, may feel wonderful. If you're feeling any resistance, if you're feeling any lack, or if you're feeling any fear when you hear the word money, this is an opportunity for us to shift out of that and expand into a new and more light experience of our relationship with money. For us to heal our relationship with money, it's really important to understand what money is and where it comes from. Money is the exchange. It's the living, breathing symbol of honor and love. That's the original intention. That's the true aspect of what money is. The amount of money we have is a direct result of how much honor and love we have for ourselves and for others. Many of us have been taught to do for others and be there for others and help others and put them before us. And it worked for a while. But what happens is it creates this depletion of energy, and it starts to show up in our reality as a depletion of material experiences, of money, of feeling good, because we're not honoring and loving ourselves. So the amount of money in our lives is a direct result of how much we are choosing to honor and love ourselves. And then, of course, when we're doing that, we naturally honor and love others in the highest and best way. We're no longer putting ourselves last. Can we have the I am universe creator aspect of ourselves give us the highest wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of what money really is, where it really comes from, and make our subconscious and conscious mind aligned with that highest universal perspective? If you want that, say yes. Can we have the universal aspect of each of us give us the highest wisdom of what it means to honor and give our subconscious and conscious parts of our mind and our psyche the alignment to be fully aligned with the universal aspect of honor? Would you like that? For any misconceptions that we've ever had around love, any ideas that love is painful, it hurts, it takes a lot of work, it's not easy, any other ideas that you have to sacrifice in order to experience it, you have to give something up in order to experience it. Can we show you all of the lessons you are meant to learn from all of those experiences? Whichever timeline that may have occurred, would you like to receive all of those from their first point of conception so that you no longer need to keep recreating those misconceptions around love? If you want that, say yes. Any trauma and shock that the body and mind and energy are still holding onto or experiencing or processing around those misconceptions of love, can we go ahead and clear all of those from every cell, molecule, and fiber of your being from this lifetime or any lifetime paradigm experience where you may have had those traumas and shocks? If you want that, say yes. Can we extend that to your ancestors so that they too can be cleared of all of this shock and trauma that they may have experienced around the misconceptions to love? So have you ever met someone that you are just so attracted to and you don't even understand why? It may be physical, it may not be physical, but begins very pure. But then the mind comes in and it wants to start making it maybe a sexual thing, or it wants to make it a thing where, well, they're mine and I have to control them and nobody else can have them. That is just the mind's way of choosing to protect itself from real, pure love. Because the mind, for a long time, has been very thirsty for this love, but because sometimes this love is so overwhelming for it, it starts to dissect and analyze and create these safety mechanisms that start to make things about, I need to control, I need to make this happen, I need to make that happen. And so it no longer becomes this pure thing, it becomes this very structured, controlled energy. And so what we want to do, for any time you wanted to control, especially around love and relationships, can we go ahead and show you all the lessons that you were meant to learn from all those experiences so that you no longer keep recreating those experiences? If you want that, say yes. And for any time that experience was projected onto you by others, where they were trying to control you, can we go ahead and heal all those timelines, heal all of those patterns, experiences that you may have had around that, and the traumas around it as well? If you want that, say yes. Take a deep breath in and release. Go ahead and place your left hand over your solar plex and right hand on top of that. Any unhealthy vows, obligations, oaths, contracts, responsibilities, connections, bonds that you still have to people, places, and experiences that may have had you still experiencing that type of control, or any of the misconceptions that we talked about around love, can we go ahead and clear all of those vows, obligations, oaths, contracts, traditions, responsibilities, bonds, and connections? Would you like that? Can we show the mind how to function, how to thrive, how to operate without those patterns? If you want that, say yes. Can we show the mind how to recognize itself outside of those misconceptions and the tendencies to control? So, of course, we can hear that money is love and honor, but of course we're not going to experience a lot of it because we haven't fully gotten clear on what love really was. And if we're not clear on what love really is, it's going to be very challenging to get clear on what money is. So, what is love? Can we have the sacred I Am presence give us the highest wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of what love really is? If you want that, say yes. Pristine ultimate love is that sacred intelligence of neutrality. It's that neutral zone that doesn't judge. There's no such thing as good or bad. There's no such thing as wrong or right. It just is. So it's that space, that observer aspect of ourself, neutral, non-judgmental presence that gives us the opportunity to create and experience any kind of reality we desire, whether it's easy and loving or if it's challenging and hard. All of it. Love gives us the opportunity and the permission to experience all of it. Anything that operates from pure source, light, love, energy will never have an agenda. It will never tell us what to do. It will only give us the opportunity to see what feels in alignment, what feels expansive and good, and what doesn't. And so anything operating from the highest intention of light and love always gives us that freedom and that space to just be and create and choose from ourselves. Sometimes when we see things happen in life and we're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe the universe or source or creator energy would let that happen. But the thing is, that energy, that presence loves us so much that it's giving us the opportunity to experience the contrasts and the richness and the fullness and the textures of life so that we can see what we want and what we don't want more of. So it's always divine, always perfect. If it's for our highest and greatest good to have and align with this perspective or something greater, let's ask the universe to give us this now. If you want that, say yes. For any time we bought into the idea that it's selfish, it's arrogant, it's egoic to love ourselves and to honor ourselves, can we go ahead and shed all of those belief systems from our core self, from our molecules, from our cells, from our DNA? Can we clear it out now and show us all the lessons we were meant to learn from any time we believed it's arrogant, it's egoic? Can we go ahead and do that now? In fact, what if it's our birthright to love and honor ourselves so much that we begin to honor and love the world, the universe? When we are loving and honoring ourselves fully, freely, openly, honestly, that's the greatest gift we can give, and that's the greatest way we can honor the universe. If there's any resistance around that, any beliefs that you are separate from the universe, any beliefs the mind wants to go into because it's just trying to protect you, can we lovingly just be with that, thank it for trying to protect us in that way, and then know beyond a shadow of a doubt that we are here to love and honor ourselves, because that's what the universe will feel the most acknowledged. It will feel the most loved and honored by us doing that for ourselves. If you want that, say yes. Any challenges that we may still have around honor and what that is and what it feels like, can we go ahead and show us all the lessons around that and then heal those experiences so that we can open ourselves up to greater honor of our body, our mind, our emotions, our spirit, our experience, our finances, and the universe? If you want that, say yes. Can we show you how to be that neutral, loving, unconditional, non-judgmental presence for yourself so that you can honor and love yourself and others? Would you like that? Can we show you the difference between discernment and judgment? Judgment is a this or that. It's a very divisive, good or bad, right or wrong. Discernment is being aware of what feels in alignment for you and expansive and what doesn't, but there's no need to make it a good or bad thing. It may be good for you and may feel expansive for you. It doesn't necessarily mean that that's how it has to be for someone else. Everyone has their own unique experience, and we can be that loving, honoring, non-judgmental, compassionate presence that gives everyone the opportunity to be and experience what they want to experience, and that includes ourselves. So can we show us how to do that? If you want that, say yes. Any teachings from school, from religious doctrines and structures, from parents, from grandparents, from ancestors, from generation, from history, from media that you may have acquired that has still kept you in any inability to fully love and accept yourself and honor yourself and also others, and has kept you in judgment, as can we go ahead and clear all of those patterns once and for all? And if you find yourself in the judgment, to quickly understand that's just your mind trying to protect you, and embrace it, love it, and move through it without judging yourself even further. If you want that, say yes. So who are you now that you are fully choosing to honor and love yourself? Are you free? Are you connected? Are you prosperous and wealthy? Are you loving? Are you kind? Are you generous? Are you grateful? Are you happy? Just check in with yourself. Who are you when you are choosing to fully honor and love yourself? Let's magnify that sense of the sacred I am, which is your spiritual aspect. Can we magnify that feeling in your body now, in your heart, in your mind, so that you can fully give yourself permission to honor and love yourself more than you've ever experienced before? If you want that, say yes. So with all of that said, please make sure you're well hydrated, lots of water today and tomorrow. I'm so grateful for you. And until next time, have an extraordinary day, and I'll talk to you soon. Hey, my friend, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and comment. I'd love to hear from you. Have a miraculous day.